Hi, my name is Anadelia. I'm craving a crunch wrap. Today is Thursday and I have the day off and I'm not really sure what I want to do with my day. I do have planned. I'm gonna go see the new Superman movie. But yeah, today we're gonna take it chill. Today I was actually thinking about updating you guys really. Something big happened. I turned 25. I know, it's crazy. But I did. I turned 25 recently and it has been eye-opening. Nothing crazy has happened or nothing, but it's just my perspective on things is perspecting. I don't know. Let's just go get a crunch wrap. I'm so hungry. Alrighty, let's go. You might see my cat. Oh, I knew it. Kitty, there's an orange cat in our backyard. Why are you uncomfortable? You literally have this barrier protecting you guys. He can't get in here. What the hell? This is so small. I swear this used to be bigger. I swear this used to cover my whole hand. Hot or mild first? Which one should we do? I'll go with hot. I showered. For my skincare today, I'm gonna do the niacinamide toner with the transmanic acid. I did a retinol treatment last night, so I just need to be gentle with my skin today. In my previous skincare video, I would show you guys how every night I would put on the glycolic acid toner to help exfoliate my skin throughout the night. I switched it out for the Mad Hippie Super A serum. The vitamin A is another term for retinol, and this is made with cranberry extract, which has natural retinol in it, which is pretty neat. So I'll use that at night. Moisturizer, I'm using one from the Face Shop. This is hyaluronic and squalene. But once this one finishes, I want to look for one that has like peptides and ceramides in it. We're going to the beach. I'm going out because there's no Wi-Fi here. I feel like such a little kid. There's no Wi-Fi. There's no Wi-Fi, so I can't scroll. I can't lay down and scroll on my TikTok and just look up useless stuff and just be on my phone. I can't be on my phone here. So I'm going to the beach, gonna work on my tan, maybe build a sand castle. We're moving and I think my dad already canceled the Wi-Fi. So I was avoiding trying to go out was because my AC is not working in my car. So I'm driving around with the windows down, but everybody knows even with the windows down, like it's hot. It's miserable. I can tolerate it, but it's not something I look forward to. But I do it anyways for the sake of beach. It's funny. It's so funny how everything worked out the way it has today because I had no idea we weren't gonna have Wi-Fi today. And I've been meaning to do this video, but I haven't been able to do this video because every time I go on my phone, I scroll. There, I said it. So it's really weird how things work out. Sometimes the universe just makes things work out for you. I don't know. It's weird. So let's go into the topic of why we're even doing this video. The big thing that you saw of me was my journey to being an esthetician. At first I was just wishing it, and then I got it. Well, guess what? I lost it. Aww. Yeah, in regards to my esthetician job, it was awesome. Honestly, I learned so much. I was being introduced to how the salon works, how the receptionists and the estheticians, work together. Honestly, I don't know. Let me put on some clothes. So I'm just gonna talk about the last time that I was there that I think affected their decision in letting me go. It was the last day of like the work week of when it's open, and then the next 2 days are closed, and then they're open again. I had one more client to do at 3:30, so I was hoping to leave at 4. It's 3 o'clock. I'm just cleaning my room, pre-cleaning my room, and making sure that when I'm done with my last client, I can just leave. 3:05, I want to say, a walk-in comes in, and I'm the only esthetician available. However, this client wants a Brazilian, and a Brazilian is average 30 minutes, but it's 3:05. My next client's at 3:30. However, I'm not the receptionist, I'm just an esthetician, so I do not, and at this salon, I do not have control of my own schedule. I can't decline clients and I can't accept, like, that's all the receptionist. So the receptionist at the time, he's not an esthetician, he's just the owner's husband. He says yes to the walk-in client. He says yes, and I think he also makes her fill out the first-time client sheet. So that just adds an extra 5 minutes to the service he wants me to do. I take in the client, and like I said, usually it's 30 minutes, but some people have very thick hair, and if it's their first time ever waxing, you want to be a little bit patient with them. You want to take your time a little bit. So I was being extra patient. Her hair, it was very thick, so I was struggling a little bit to like get it all off completely. And so because of that, the whole service took 45 minutes. And I was like, oh my gosh, like my 3:30 client has been sitting there. I know, like, she's just like, what the fuck is going on? Like, where's my esthetician? Like, my appointment was at 3:30. So I am already feeling guilt from that. And then I'm trying to like be patient and finish this current client that I'm with. And I'm just trying really hard to just be calm, be chill, just remain with a good positive attitude, just get it done. Because at the end of the day, the girls are gonna be seen. At the end of the day, both girls are gonna get waxed. It might not just be at the time that it was designated, but at the end of the day, both girls were waxed. But anyways, it was starting to get to me. It was really starting to get to me. So it's probably like, it's 4 o'clock now, I think. It's 4 o'clock now. I'm already mad at myself. So I'm finishing up the client, and I tell her I'm about to step out the room. She can change and I'll wait for her outside. And so I step outside, and I already feel like there's eyes on me. Obviously my 3:30 client's already outside. I know she's like feeling some type of way. Receptionist, he's probably also like, what the fuck was taking you so long? But it's like, bro, you're not in the room. You can't even be in the room, first of all, but you're not in the room to know what's going on, and I can't just tell you because there's a client right there. So just next thing to do is just wait for my current client to get out of the room, clean it as fast as possible, and attend my next client as fast as possible. So that's all in my head right now. And then this is where I lost it. So the receptionist, he out of nowhere says, take her next. And I'm already mad. I'm already a ticking time bomb. So I was just like, what? Because it's like, what do you mean? And he's like, take her next. And I was like, obviously he's telling me to take my next client, but it's like, bro, duh? Like, yes, I'm gonna do that. Like, what the hell? But like, obviously I'm so dumbfounded by what he just said. I was like, do you want me to just put the client in the dirty room? Like, I said that out loud, because it's like, what? Like, what's your point of even saying that? You should have said nothing. You just said nothing. Like, I'm already on edge, and you just had to say something. So okay, so then after I said, what, you want me to put her in the dirty room? And he's like, that's not what I said. So now tensions are like it's like, so he's like, that's not what I said. It's like, when you're done with that client, go clean the room and then take your next client. I wanted to shoot myself so bad. I just wanted to, because it's like, obviously I'm gonna do that, fool. Obviously I'm gonna effing do that. Why are you telling me what I'm just about to do? So yeah. So after that, I don't remember what I said. I just think I just ignored him. Yeah, I think by then the client came out, so I was just like, hey, thank you for coming. I just did my usual goodbye, and then I cleaned my room and I took my next client. my 3:30 that's now at 4 client is in my room now. I'm like apologizing to her, like, I'm so sorry. I don't see how this is wrong, but like I kind of told her like why I took so long. I think the receptionist, because he's also the husband of the owner, like he is also kind of the owner, he didn't like that, telling the clients like the tea. But it's like, but that's the truth, that's what happened, like that's why it took long. And I think the receptionist took that as blame, like, oh, like this is all your fault. But it's like, it's not his fault that I was gonna take so long with that client, but it's not my fault because I didn't accept the client, it was him. So it's like we're both at fault, but he just could not accept his part. I could accept my part, and I was trying to explain it, but he didn't like that. Like I told the client like what happened. Afterwards they had a talk with me, the owner and the husband. The owner was there, and I kind of know where I went wrong. I let my emotions like get a hold of me, and I reacted emotionally to simple instructions. I know some of you guys might agree with me and be like, why the fuck would he say that? Like, what the fuck is this deal? But at the same time, he was just like giving me instructions that is helpful. Like, what if I didn't know that was my client? What if I didn't know that the person in the room that was waiting for me was my client? Then it would have been helpful for him to tell me like, oh, that's your next client. However, I did know that was my next client, so there was no ill intention from it, but I reacted as if there was. So I know where I went wrong, and I apologized to him. I told him like, I'm so sorry I reacted that way, and I was hoping that apology would be enough, but I guess it wasn't. They're also in at will employment, so they have a right to not need to tell you why they fired you. So the owner, of course, she called me and she said like, I'm so sorry, but we're gonna have to let you go. And I'm like, may I ask why? And she's like, we just don't think you're a good fit. They didn't give me an exact reason. They didn't say like, oh, it was what happened the last day, it was because you have an attitude, or I don't know. I lived it and I learned it kind of perspective now, so I'm not mad or sad or anything. Well, a little bit angry retelling the story, but I think that's totally normal. But it's in the past. Also, I was kind of starting to get tired from working at a salon, which is probably why I was getting an attitude in the first place, because I feel like if I was truly enjoying that job, I would never have an attitude. I would always be happy to be working there. I would always have a positive like attitude. So I think the job was getting to me too, and I think I was starting to learn that maybe this isn't what I wished for. I guess I don't like working at a salon. I don't like working at a salon. I guess that's what I learned. Passion. I lack the passion for the career. And when you lack passion for what you're doing, what's the point? What's the point for the client to even see you if like you don't care? What's the point of your manager or your boss to have you there if you don't care? Like, what's the point? There's girls out there who bust their ass to have such a great girls bust their ass, have the clientele that they do, to learn all the new techniques, all the new trends that keep coming up. So I just felt like I wasn't that, and I didn't really want to be that. You know, that's okay. That's okay that I don't want to do that. So let me just get myself out of here and do something that I do like, because it's only gonna help myself and everyone around me. Sorry, I have not eaten. But yeah, it's not gonna help anyone that I'm not trying to learn more technique, because like people want those facials, people want those services, and it'd be helpful if there was an extra esthetician that knew how to do that for when the other ones get booked up. But I just didn't want that extra work. Like, I'm sorry, I don't want my whole life to be about work. I don't want my life to be a rat race. What is this competition that everyone's in? What is this, like, why does everyone want to have the most money? Why does everyone want to have the most recognition? Are you happy? That's the real question. Are you happy? And that's something I asked myself after
I got let go. I'm like, am I happy? What can I do to be happy? And ever since then, I've just been doing things that make me happy. We're in the last quarter of the year, and my focus is living in the present and having fun with whatever I'm doing. I'm just always making sure I'm having fun. I felt like the right thing for me was to not work there anymore, and also I make more money serving and I work less hours, so then I get to have more fun with my life, and then I have a balance of work. I have a very good balance of my life and work, so it's really great. I love where I am right now. The footage that you're watching is in June. I procrastinate like a mother effer, but I've put a deadline on myself. I want to post this videos before September ends because I have 2 videos in mind that I want to do, and I'm really excited for them. So I want to get this out there so I can do the other 2. Let's move on. It was really cool to just see how I handled that situation afterwards, where in the past something bad would happen to me and I'm like, oh my god, my life is over. Oh my god, everything's over. Oh my god. Now I'm at a point where something bad happens, I'm like, okay, what can I learn from this? And then the next day will come and I'm already over it. And it's so wonderful. It's like, that's what growing up is about. Everything turns out okay. Like, you move on and new things happen. Maybe you don't get what you want, but the door opens to something else, and then you realize that something else was actually better than what you wanted. Like, life is great. Other than that, let's go have a beach day. I'm just making a sandwich so I don't have to buy out again because I already had my Crunch Wrap Supreme. So on the days that I wasn't at the salon, I was serving at the restaurant, at the Mexican restaurant. The esthetician job ended. I was like, hey, I need more hours serving. Man, please get more hours. Can I please get more hours? And they said yes. I freaking love serving tables. I love greeting people and being like, hello, what would you like today? Do you have a question? Like, I've eaten everything on this menu. Like, I can tell you what's good and what's not good. Like, if you're in the mood for something small, if you just want one taco, I can do that for you. Very reminiscent of this video game I used to play when I was a kid. It was called Diner Dash. I'm sure a lot of you guys played it too. But Diner Dash reminds me a lot of my current job. So I feel like I'm just playing a video game, and it's just so much fun. When I mess up is when I feel like, oh crap, like I forgot this is like a job. Like, I can't just be fooling around. But most of the time I'm having fun there. Like, everything's just like super fun to me. Everything's super easy. So get the fuck away from me. How'd you even get in here? I truly enjoy my serving job. Obviously, I can't stay there forever. Why am I taking the meat out? I don't even got my bread. Serving is fun, but only if you are like somebody who likes to talk to people. If you're introverted, do not get a serving job. Not only will it be miserable for you, but it's gonna be miserable for the customer as well. I hate when I go up to a cashier and they just like stare at me. Like, it's their first time seeing a human. They don't know what to say. Like, they don't know how to start. They forgot how to say good morning. I don't know. Like, some people just aren't cut out to be in the front to deal with like people and be greeting them and stuff. But if you are that type of person, like, you will do very well in customer service and restaurant industry, and people will love you. Okay, sandwich cam, get back in there, cut diagonally,